So welcome back to another Delivered Food review. This week, slightly strange, or stranger, Stranger Things Burger, Stranger Things Wings. Stick around, you see exactly how I rated it, what it cost me, and more to the point, was the reality anywhere near the advertised? So this week, slightly strange and stranger Things, obviously. Final series is what I understand. I haven't watched it, to be perfectly honest with you. And to be fair, I might actually. It doesn't look too bad. Obviously, a lot of people must like it to get to season, or series, did I say? But season 5. Also, just to note, in the background, tiles done. Credit to, I'm not going to say his name, but the best tiler in Nottingham. Well, sort of Nottinghamshire. Manhattan grey with mini matte tiles. I think it looks absolutely perfect. It's revamped the whole kitchen. However, nothing to do with the video. Waffling, nobody cares. I do, and I think it looks a lot better. But either way, we're on to the Stranger Things meal. So just to go through the meal, and obviously you can see all the pieces there as I'm taking them out of the bag, or taking them out of the boxes, more to the point, is the Stranger Things meal or burger. So spicy Zinger fillet drizzled in our new sweet and spicy secret sauce with cheese, pickled slaw, burger dressing, and our limited edition red glazed bun. I guess it's a limited edition burger, let's be fair. But either way, I think it was a good take. It was a novelty. There's a good sort of write-up for it called, and I think the website's called famouscampaigns.com. There's a link to it in the description, so if you have a look at that, and it's got the actual KFC advert, which I'm going to say is like 10 out of 10. The advert is brilliant. It's like a little mini film, do you know what I mean? Which is going some. So these are the individual items. Again, not cheap. I think the burger on its own was something like $9.49, again from Deliveroo rather. So they're always going to add their little bit on top. And they are starting, I think the prices are starting to take the pee a little bit, to be fair. All of these apps, you know. And now you've got this feature where you can spend $24.99 to be something, I don't even know what it is. Like, why would you spend 25 quid on a delivery service? It's like bonkers. Honestly, it's getting to the point where it makes no sense. But either way, they've got to make more and more money, I guess. So, first thing, Pepsi gingerbread. Thought I'd just try it. I know it's festive. Nothing to do with Stranger Things, but it was actually pretty good. It wasn't too kind of ginger beer like, but it had that hint to it. It had the gingerbread rather, in the background. But you can still taste the Pepsi. So I would say it's not a bad can, to be fair, if you're looking for something slightly different. However, nothing to do with the food. Apology for waffling. Anybody that's listening, why is it going on there? Whatever. So signature fries, again, about as soft as you can get, squidgy, no crunch them whatsoever. They are their signature fries. That is the signature. But I still don't think to this day it's all that. If you can just take a minute, just while it's on the screen, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button if you want to subscribe. Massively appreciate, and it helps the algorithm, etc., etc. So as I've had most times, the garlic mayo, I think is brilliant. Not that, again, that's anything to do with Stranger Things. Onto the Stranger Things wings. So they're hot wings, as far as they are saying, with the same sauce. Now, it's, again, to just kind of talk about the sauce, is almost like a sweet and sour sauce, but it had more of like an orangey kind of tang to it, and it definitely had a bit of spice to it. Obviously, the hot wings are hot wings anyway, but it's definitely had a bit of spice to it. And I'd say, of the sauces that I've had from anywhere, it's up there with, like, you know, the top 5 sauces, I would say, period. Like a bit like the Kansas Bites have got their own sauces. This is a unique sauce, and I think they've kind of done well with it. Now, we've still got the pretty horrendous, not been to the gym, and obviously had issues over their lives. The chickens, the chicken wings, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I've said it a million times about KFC. The kind of purple in the middle, either they're frozen or been frozen for too long or too deep or whatever the hell it is. The marrow leaking out of the bone. It should be better in 2025, shouldn't it? We're paying a lot of money for this stuff, so it should be better. But the flavours, going back to Stranger Things, was good. So you can see here, Stranger Things Burger, or as I've called it, just Stranger Burger. Not that strange, in all honesty. I mean, apart from the red bun, which there's no different flavour to it from what I can see. As you can see there, advertised, looking absolutely amazing. Reality, not so much. Maybe it looks like it's been squashed. The sauce on the top, brilliant. Probably could have done with a little bit more. The cheese on the top was a little bit much to say that the fillet wasn't that big. The slaw pickle slaw, I think they called it. Was it pickle slaw? Pickle slaw. That was really good. If you've been watching the videos for a while now, I hate raw onion because it just takes everything. But something that's like a pickled slaw, again, not necessarily that it's got onions in it. I'm just saying the kind of flavour of raw onion. But to have cabbage and carrot and everything else, and mayo and a bit, it's really good. It gives a nice crunch to it for the fact that everything is sort of soft, in terms of the fillet. The batter's not really crispy anymore because it's in a bun. Overall, really, really, all the flavours kind of mated together. The kind of sweet and sour, sort of orangey, sticky, spicy sauce was good, mixed in with kind of the slaw or coleslaw, as we call it, as opposed to just slaw, I'm pretty sure. The cheese, just added a little bit extra to it, but it's not really a full-on different burger. It's just got something extra added, which is fine. Maybe they should have these as options to add to your burger to like customize it, let's say. But overall, I thought it was a pretty good novelty value, pretty good burger, pretty good flavors. In terms of Hawkins, all I know is that that's where the Stranger Things series is set. So the kind of collaboration, the campaign, as I say, famouscampaigns.com, have a look at that in the description. Advert was brilliant. Yeah, I think it's kind of a good little collab to promote this sort of stuff, the final series of Stranger Things. And again, as I say, I've not watched it, but I think I will do now. Just to finish off the corn, it wasn't good this week. I don't know what had gone wrong, or maybe the butter or whatever they put in it, but it had been sat in the plastic for probably a bit too long. You can see the kind of little divots in the tops of the corns, or kernels, I mean. It was still nice, still tasted, half decent, but it wasn't fresh. So overall, pretty short video. I'd say pretty good. The price is pretty horrendous. $15.98 for the meal with the extra bits. On its own, I think it was nearly 10 quid, £9.49. So I can't really give it huge ratings because it's not that, nothing's value for money, but it really isn't. 7.5, 7.5, and obviously the Pepsi 7. So not a bad meal. I appreciate everybody's watching. And if you haven't, and you feel like it, check out a few of these videos.